Hello my dear friends and welcome to my channel. My name is Barbara and today we're going to be looking at Venus in Taurus. So very excited to be getting into this placement. This video is for you if your Venus is in the sign of Taurus. If you're a cross watcher, welcome as well. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. Venus in this placement, it loves to be here, okay, because Venus is ruled by Taurus and it's ruled by Libra. Now, what I will say, and what's interesting that it's coming through to say, Venus in Taurus, because it is the earlier signs, can be a little bit naive when it comes to love. Because for you guys, love is everything. That's the thing when you do have Venus in Taurus. For you guys, love is number one. Now, the people you guys love, including your relationships, your friendships, your family, like everybody, you guys are willing to go above and beyond for these people to the point of fault almost. Okay, that's the thing here to understand, because it's like the Venus and Taurus individual is going to be so loyal, literally to a fault, to the point where it's like they're sacrificing themselves for the people that they love. That's the thing with the Venus and Taurus placement. You guys are going to be all about the five senses in life. For you guys, you live through your five senses. You're going to be very sensual in everything that you guys do. Most of the time, you're going to just be very attractive, alluring to other people. And again, because you guys do have this attractive quality to you, you're going to bring a lot of people to you. And unfortunately, sometimes it's like these people might not necessarily be that long-term partner that it is that you guys are seeking. Because again, it is a fixed sign. Something with all of the fixed signs, it's like sometimes you guys can struggle with the ego, and it's like when you guys find someone you like, it's like this is your person. And especially Venus and Taurus, because it does sometimes deal with that energy of possessiveness and possession. For you guys, your friends, your lovers, your partners, everybody, whoever is in your interpersonal circle is yours. You want that person to be yours. You don't like it when that person goes off with another person. You guys bounce off of Scorpio in the sense where it's like you want that person to be yours. And it's like, because the Venus in Taurus individual is very earthly, it's an earth sign. For you guys, it's like, it's almost like it's a possession. It's almost like you own this person. And it's like, sometimes people don't want to be owned. Sometimes certain people don't come into your life for a long-term, type of thing. And it's like, because the Taurus energy is very much serious in the sense where it's like they do take all their relationships seriously, it could be very difficult for you guys to leave these things. It could be very difficult for you guys to come to terms with that. There's that ego energy that's coming through where it's like, it could be very difficult for you guys to see that, maybe this person was just supposed to be a 1 month type of thing or a 1 year type of thing. And it's like, for you guys, the more time that you invest with these people, the harder it is for you guys to let them go. That's the thing when you do have Venus and Taurus, especially in relationships. It's like, for you guys, you're always building towards something. The Taurus energy, they are the builders of the entire zodiac. So you guys are building towards something. So you guys see your friendships and your relationships, especially your relationships, as something that you guys are building towards. You guys find someone you like and you want to build with this person. That's your ideal situation. For a lot of these videos, I have been giving you guys the ideal scenario. So for you guys, Venus and Taurus, your ideal scenario is to find someone when you guys are young and start building towards something with this person. For this person to always be there for you, to be dependable, to be loyal to you, to only have eyes for you. And honestly, in an ideal situation for Venus and Taurus, it would be just you and that person. There wouldn't be the external, energies of the world, but it's like we do live in a world where there are a lot of external energies at play. So it's like, this could be a harsh reality for you guys sometimes to grasp, where it's like, it can't be just you guys, living in your ideal dream and the ideal vision that you guys do have for this type of relationship. You guys are going to have to be interacting with the real world. Other people might be attracted to your partner. So it's like there's going to have to be a lot of trust in this relationship. And because you guys do value loyalty, you guys want someone to be loyal to you, but it's like, a lot of the time with a Venus and Taurus person, you guys might feel like you don't have the people who value you in the way that you guys should be valued. That's the thing, because this individual, you guys have high value. It is really that. And it's like you guys are willing to work towards things. Sometimes I see the Venus placement as the area that we indulge in, as the area that we can make money in and the pleasures in life. So you guys are going to be very hardworking. You're going to be very good at the earth plane. The thing is, the Taurus energy is slow and steady wins the race. So you guys are going to be slowly working towards your goals. Even in relationships, you guys might not be the types that are going to put a label on it so fast. It's like, even if you guys might feel it, it's all about slow and steady wins the race. You're probably not going to be the types where it's like, you find this person, okay, let's go elope next week. Like, you guys are slow and steady wins the race if you do find someone who does fit this criteria that you guys are looking for. But overall, like, this placement is very good. It's a good placement to have because it's like in the earthly plane, you guys are going to be very good at manifesting your goals, going after your dreams, like getting those luxurious things you guys want. Like, this is the ideal situation for you guys to have these luxurious experiences. It's life through these senses. So you guys want a partner who fits in with that. Someone that you guys can go on luxurious vacations with, someone that you guys can, spoil and give them all these gifts and all these sorts of things. And again, work towards something with this person. Like that will be your ideal situation where you guys are quote unquote building an empire. That might be a term that you guys use when it comes to relationships. You guys want someone to build with. You guys are the builders. This is really what you guys are looking for. Unfortunately, more often than not on this earth plane, we do tend to get the opposite of what it is that we're seeking, just because of the fact that, again, we are meant to integrate, first of all, not only the shadows that these people are showing us, but also to see what we don't want and what we don't like. And that's the thing, because it's like you guys might hold on to people for an extended period of time, and it's like because you're holding on to these people, first of all, someone better for you, someone who's more ideal for you, you couldn't be missing out on this person because you're focused on this other person, because it's that stubbornness energy, you know, the Taurus energy, because it is fixed and it is just Taurus energy in general. You guys can be very stubborn when it comes to relationships. You guys might not want to see outside of the box. You guys might not even like other people telling you things where it's like, you know, I don't think this person is ideal for you, but for you guys, it's like, no, I have this idea in my mind, like I want us to get married and I want to have this like perfect dream in this life and to buy a house with this person, like all these sorts of things, have kids and eventually grandkids. Like your minds are already there. That's the thing. As soon as you guys do meet someone, it's like the mind is already there, and that ideal picture perfect life that looks perfect on the outside, because it's like it's something that's fed to you as well when you're younger. So a lot of the time with these people, when they're growing up, you guys might have grown up in this type of environment where it's like you see that your parents, you know, are willing to go through whatever it takes to be together, and it's like maybe there's been a lot of arguments and a lot of chaos and a lot of all of these sorts of things, but it's that they still push through and they stay together. And now you guys are looking for that in your relationships as well. It's like sometimes you guys can blur this for love. It's kind of like for you guys, it's more important to quote unquote work through something and push through it together, and you know, like we'll still love each other at the end of the day. Like it's kind of like you guys view love in this way where it's like it doesn't necessarily have to be that hard. It doesn't have to be conflict all the time. You know, obviously conflict is always going to arise, but it doesn't have to be like toxic and chaotic. But for you guys, it's almost like you feel like, you know, if you push through this, you guys first of all feel closer, but it's like you feel like this is love is really what that is, because it was shown to you. But it's like it can be easier, you know, it can be smoother. It can be something that goes more, you know, with the flow, someone who understands you better. And it's like it doesn't have to be something that you're working towards. Sometimes this placement can see love as work. All of the earth sign placements actually can. It's like something that you're working toward. You're building, even with this person in terms of your relationship, you're building towards something. And there is a level of realism. Obviously, relationships are work, but sometimes it doesn't have to be so much. Sometimes it doesn't have to be so hard. Sometimes it doesn't have to be like pushed through and I've committed to this person and I'm so loyal to this person, I'm just gonna love them until the end. And it's like, maybe the relationship isn't serving you. You know, that's the thing. The Venus and Taurus person sometimes has to step out of the situation that they're in and be like, is this person actually serving me? Are we actually going towards, you know, the goals that we have in mind together? Is this something that I want for myself? Because a lot of the time that Taurus energy, like I mentioned, because of this extreme loyalty, it's like they can put the other person ahead of themselves. And it's like, it's almost difficult for them to be selfish in the sense where it's like, no, I don't think this is working for me anymore. It's almost like they don't see this. Like for them, the stability that they've built with this person is going to be number one, even if it's something that's like no longer serving them. That's something important to understand. So that's the tricky thing with this placement. It's like for them, because they are all about love, because it is Venus and Taurus, it's all about love, it's all about indulging. They might overindulge in this situation. They might fall into something that no longer serves them, is really what that is. And they're going to have a hard time letting go. That's the thing when you have this placement. It will be challenging because it's like, it's that stubborn energy. It's like, no, we'll push through, we'll work on it. You guys might have been together for so long and you guys have just grown into completely different people and you guys don't even resonate with each other anymore. And this might be a tough pill for you guys to swallow. So, you know, this is the thing with that Taurus energy. Ultimately, at the end of the day, it's all about balance. But for you guys, like the Venus and Taurus placement, because a lot of your stability, okay, falls into relationships because it is in Venus, into interpersonal relationships, your friendships. It's like this placement is going to have friends, lifelong friends, you know, friends that you guys have been friends for a long period of time. You guys might be weary of even new people entering your group. You know, you don't like change. Like that's the thing with this placement, all fixed signs. They don't like change. They want things to stay the same. And it's like, it's so hard for fixed signs to just operate on this earth plane because it's like we're constantly evolving and we're constantly changing. So because of this, it's like it's a challenge for you because it gives you guys a sense of control at the end of the day. That's the thing that it all comes down to. But it's like love isn't control. That's the exact thing that love is teaching us. It's teaching us that we can't control, that we can't be in control, you know, in these situations. Sometimes you have to allow people to go, let them go for your own benefit, but also for theirs, you know. And it's like there could be that selfishness energy that does come into play with the Venus and Taurus placement where it's like, no, but this is my stability, this is my person, you know, because that's the ideal vision that you guys are looking for. But you guys might have a lot of challenging lessons throughout your life, especially earlier on in life before you guys are even more aware that you have this placement or what it means, or just awareness in general of these traits that you guys may have. The thing is, the Venus and Taurus person, like the people that they love, they're going to spoil them. That's the thing. They're going to spoil them. They're going to love them. And it's like they just have this huge love for their friends, their family, their partners, absolutely everybody. And it's like sometimes they might not get that in return. And the thing is, even if they don't get it in return, like it's almost like they don't even notice. You know what I mean? Because it's like for them, it's just so important to just have these people around. It's stability. That's the thing. And it's really hard to shake a person's stability. That's why people stay in relationships for a long period of time, because it gives them a form of stability. That's why this placement is going to have friends for a long period of time, like childhood friends that, like, again, you guys might not have anything in common with these people anymore, but it's like, it's that familiarity, it's that comfort. And honestly, sometimes in life, comfort isn't the area that you want to be in. So you're not growing anymore. But the thing is, you're willing to sacrifice that, level of growth, that level of expansion, the soul expansion, to have that safety and that security. So just something to think about if you do have this placement. It's really up to you guys as to what your priorities are at the end of the day. Some people do prioritize that stability, especially again, if you do have Venus in the sign of Taurus. It's just kind of like the most important question here to ask when you do have this placement is, are my needs being fulfilled? Am I getting what I'm looking for? Am I just kind of trying to keep everyone happy to subconsciously have this stability? Or it's like, does this need to be shaken up a little bit because, this is dead and I'm watering a dead plant here? That's going to be kind of like the constant dilemma that you guys do have. But you'll see people who do have this placement, they're probably going to be the types that do, marry someone when they were young and they're with this person for an extended period of time, maybe throughout their life. It's going to be hard for them to let go as time goes on. Also, they're going to be probably the types who are in jobs for an extended period of time because, again, it gives them that safety and security where it's like they're slowly climbing up that ladder. They're slowly building. They're slowly gathering the wealth. They're slowly gathering the material items that they're seeking. Again, for them, the ideal situation is to have a partner by their side, is to have that sidekick, is to have someone who's always going to be there. Like they want someone to be there when they come home. That's the thing with this placement. When you do have Venus in Taurus, you're going to be creating your stability through relationships, whether it's relationships or your friendships, all these types of things. And it's like, you don't want things to change. It's like, oh no, even if it's like, maybe you're not in a relationship and your stability is through your friends and now all your friends are trying to get married and you're like, no, like I don't want things to change. Or when you're younger, maybe your friends are going off to school and everything's starting to change and everything's starting to feel like it's spinning out of control. Like that's the thing. Like you guys want, things to just stay the same. That's the ideal situation for the Venus and Taurus person. The ideal situation is everything stays the same. Those same people are in your life. You guys are constantly having fun together, doing the same things together. If it's you and your partner, it's like you and your partner constantly together and just like fitting into this ideal vision that you guys have for yourselves. But it's going to be really important to find someone who's on the same page as you, someone who sees the value in you guys, someone who's there to build with you guys when you guys do have this placement. All of the Venus placements, there's a light side and there's a shadow side. And what we want to strive for is balance, because that's what Venus really wants us to do. It's ruled by Libra as well, right? So it's all about balance. So it's kind of like in your relationships, you guys do need to find some sort of balance where it's like an equal amount of I'm building and you're building. I'm loyal and you're loyal. Like we're both on the same page and we're working toward the same goals together. And there's a level of mutual respect and, that stability that you guys seek. The thing is for you guys, like people who are going to want to date around and just like have fun and, these types of things, like you're not going to be interested in this. You guys are always going to pick stability over maybe like you guys could be super in love with a person who's like maybe completely different than you and like different, and you could be intrigued by these people. But again, the Venus and Taurus person is going to gravitate toward the stability, the person who gives them that comfort. And life is really what that is for you guys. Your comfort is through your person. It's going to be through things like being at home, cooking with this person, watching Netflix, like just hanging out and chilling is the ideal situation for you guys. And if it could be like that every day with that fixed sign energy, it's going to be an even better situation. Like you guys love that security of knowing, that this person's always there. So I'm going to wrap up this video here. I do hope you guys enjoyed my video on Venus and Taurus. If you did, please do like, share, and subscribe. And I hope you all have a beautiful rest of the day.